if you see an opportunity to do something, even if you fail, just go with it. Just go with it. Even if you fail, you will learn something.
In this episode, I'm going to sit down and talk to Vlad Guillén from Odys Global. Odys Global is an international company that sells age domains to kickstart your digital assets. And if you don't know what the age domains are and their benefits, don't worry. We're going to dive into that in this very episode, and you will understand some of the hidden secrets of successful websites. I can't wait to share with you guys Vlad's story from starting creative writing into landing as a partnership manager and going to events and see how his career has developed over just a couple of years. So let's get into the episode.
Thank you for having me on your podcast. I'm really excited about it. And to be honest, this is my first time as a guest on a podcast.
So I mean, you're a pro because Odys already has like a very cool podcast already, and you've been doing an awesome job on that one.
Thank you. Thank you. We've been doing great too. Been following you for a while, and yeah, it's actually really cool hearing other people saying something good about our show, because we're kind of like living in a bubble, trying to do our best and hoping for the best, but we rarely get to talk to the people from the community, from the SEO community, affiliate marketing community about it, and occasionally people just start talking about it. Oh, by the way, you have a great podcast, cool guests, and great conversations, like a lot of insights and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, thank you for the shout out.
Okay, awesome. I will ask you about the bubble later, but before we get into this, I would love you to introduce yourself, like your current role in the company. How did you get there? Yeah.
Okay, sure. So my name is Vladimir Guillén. Well, yeah, you can call me Vlad, whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. I've been a copywriter since early 2009, and most of that time I've been freelancing with like really short periods of working at a couple of different companies. Last year I joined Odys as a copywriter. I've been handling pretty much all the work related to text, to the written content, whether it was a blog or social media posts. Or then I was like semi-promoted to like a senior editor. I mean, I was just proofreading everything, all the success stories and stuff. And then we just had an idea of like, well, launching a podcast. Actually, I brought it up. I previously had experience interviewing scientists for a popular science magazine. Yeah, I've been talking to Sean M. Carroll, Brian Greene, Carlo Rovelli, Adam Frank, and Clifford V. Johnson. All of those are physicists, theoretical physicists, and they work either in string theory, quantum mechanics, astrobiology, head of marketing. And he said, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea, and we've been thinking of who should we get to host it. I don't know." And I said, "Well, look, I'm here. I have some experience
like, hello.
with this." Yeah. So that's how we started. And quite recently, just a few months ago, I've started dealing with partnerships. And at the moment, I don't deal with content, maybe just proofreading emails and some of those minor things, maybe a post or two on social media, but most of the time I'm just handling strategic partnerships. And yeah, so this is what I do right now. And yeah, I'm hosting a podcast and weekly live streams.
What does partnership strategist do then? I'm interested in that role.
Where do I start? I'm still new to this, but I really enjoy doing this. I mean, I think it has to do, in my case, it has to do with getting in the loop with the community, which actually began in Saigon in March.
The SEO Mastery Summit, everyone.
Yes, the SEO Mastery Summit. The SEO Mastery Summit. I mean, I just really enjoyed the community. This was the first time I actually met all those people in real life, and yeah, I just stepped into it. I just kind of like understood how these people communicate, what are their perspectives on things. And yeah, so when I transitioned to this role, it just started flowing from the get-go, all the communication and things. we've had some of the contracts going at that time when I started when I started doing this job. So I just kind of like tried to figure out
Okay,
how,
so do you
how this
build
works.
like influences from this, or like you guys, or is it a open affiliate program, or how does it look like? Or like you approach someone like, hey, want to be a partner?
Quite. So for one, we have an expert picks initiative going on our Odys global platform, which is SEO pros, affiliate marketers, site builders, providing their growth blueprints for the domains available in our marketplace. It's like a monthly thing. 4 blueprints from each of the experts each month. So I'm handling this, picking not picking them. I let them pick the domains they want to cover, but I make sure that they don't overlap, for example, and I'm trying to guide them on what we need or what we would like to get as a result in terms of the blueprint. Like, yeah, so that everything that they say would be actionable and provide really valuable insights like domain DR and things that that potential clients, buyers can build on these domains, whether they're best for building like brands or building affiliate sites and so on and so on. So this is one of the other thing is more of our strategic direction right now is trying to reach out to and build cross promotion partnerships. So yeah, so for example, once again, I think I'm gonna bring up SEO Mastery Summit more than once during our
It's okay.
conversation. So yeah, I met Greg Elfrink at SEO Mastery Summit, and it was really an unexpected meeting because I've never seen him previously, and the first time I saw him was on stage when he had a panel with Matt Diggity, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't remember him. Well, while Matt, he's all over the place. He's got tons of videos on YouTube, and you can't help but recognize him, right?
Yeah.
So the first day of the conference, I'm walking to the first after party, and I meet this tall, blonde, bearded guy walking
He's
the
basically a
same way.
Viking, I think.
So he was walking the same way, and we started talking like, "Oh, you're from the conference, right? Yes. How did you enjoy the first day? What was your favorite part of the day? All those things." And I'm saying Matt's panel was the best for me.
Yes, 100%. The users, or not, sorry, the listeners, I just want to say that the panel that we are talking about is at the SEO Mastery Summit, we hosted a affiliate marketing panel. So rather than having a presentation and speech, we had the head of marketing from Empire Flippers and Matt Diggity sitting down talking about the future of affiliate marketing since AI got in. It was a fantastic conversation, and it was so
Absolutely.
actionable too. Like I found it super easy to digest. Like I'm someone who just started the whole SEO game what 2 years ago, so I still understood most of the things. So I'm like, okay, it's not that scary. Yeah, so that's the
Yeah,
short recap that we are talking
yeah,
about.
absolutely. So yeah, and I'm saying that was my favorite part. He looked me straight in the eye and said, "Oh, thank you." And that was the moment I realized that he was the second guy sitting on the stage. So that's how we met, and we started like just talking over Facebook, sharing memes, having some laughs, just discussing various things, books and stuff. And at one point, he tells me that he wants to have someone from Odys on the Empire Flippers podcast, the Opportunity podcast, and that he has something in mind that he thinks we could do together, Empire Flippers and Odys. So this is how this co-promotion,
Cooperation or strategic
yeah,
partnerships are.
yeah, this is how it all started. And this is the direction that we're trying to move right now. We have a couple more companies that we're like either already starting collaborating with or actively discussing potential collaboration. I will not like
Of course, you don't have to disclose it. Yeah. And
our subscribers, our members will find it out either way because we'll do like an official announcement over email. So yeah, if you're not part of Odys Global, just go to odys.global and request access to the platform, and yeah, you'll be getting all those cool emails.
fantastic. And for those people who are just starting their business, say it's an online business, do you recommend them starting a strategic partnership like that, or should the company wait until something happens to do this strategy?
Partnerships like this are really mutually beneficial for all parties. So if you're, I don't know if it's, I'm not sure if it's something that like beginners should try doing because like brand should already have some weight in the eyes of the like your audience or some of the like peripheral audiences, you know. Otherwise, the other party may not consider it like valuable enough. Like why should we start like
I
promoting
understand.
you if you have like a small audience or your name is obscure and nobody really knows what you're doing, what's your product or services, you know? So yeah, but if you already have like an established brand, somewhat established brand, and your name is out there, people are talking about you, your products, your services. Yeah, this is a really feasible strategy to go.
And now let's move on to Odys, because until the SEO Mastery Summit, I was doing the PR for the SEO Mastery Summit. So I came across your logo a lot because I did all the design and all that stuff. And well, yeah, by the way, Vlad was also, and his company was one of the sponsors for this event, which I'm super, super thankful. And we're looking forward to have you guys again. But before the event, I really didn't know that Odys really like a business model like that really existed. And I'm sure that a lot of marketers out there are still not knowing, because it's so
Uh-huh.
niche, it's so SEO specific. Could you tell us in a short form
About
about
the
Odys?
company? Oh, sure,
Yeah.
sure, absolutely. So Odys initially started as a domain aged domain shop, let's say. So yeah, so it's an online platform that was initially selling aged domains. Over time, it sort of like transitioned into more of a marketplace model. So our members are available to either request the domains that they like need in particular niches, but we don't have them in our inventory at the moment, or they can sell their domains through our platform. So yeah, for a profit, you know. So in case like someone has a portfolio of like a number of domains, but some of them are just sitting there in the basement collecting virtual dust, you know. Why should you keep them if you can sell them for a profit and just recover your expenses and maybe and potentially even earn, right? That being said, all the domains that are listed in our marketplace go through a very strict due diligence process. They basically make sure that every domain listed in the marketplace has a clean history, doesn't have any like spam or abuse history, has a brandable name, and has a very good backlink profile. All of the aged domains available in the Odys marketplace have like very high authority links that are either too expensive or even impossible to get today. So no matter what domain you're looking at in our marketplace, you'll have like links from Forbes, Guardian, BBC, and all those like high profile websites. So yeah, as time went by, we continued developing the concept of the marketplace, and right now, by the way, we've just launched a new platform. I think was it yesterday or the day before yesterday. So yeah, it's a completely new look with new design and new perks, and we started accepting premium names without SEO value. So just like cool names, you know,
Oh, so it
premium
doesn't have any
domains.
links?
Yeah, yes, just no links, just great names.
Hi, if you listen to this far, thank you so much for listening. And if you enjoyed the show, please leave me a review on either Apple Podcast, Spotify, or my YouTube channel. If you have any feedback for the show, please let me know on the Aspiring CMO Podcast social media pages on Facebook and Instagram, or send me an email on my website. Now, let's get back to the episode.
And websites. So yeah, so like those are two new things that are currently becoming available to get and sell through. One of the domains we've had, nylawyer.com, which first was listed last year, I think in March.
We
sold
probably
it
worth a lot of money.
Well, yeah, it was initially it was worth something like $20K.
$20,000.
Yes, for the domain name.
Yeah.
And I don't remember who got it first. Just held it for a while and then listed it on our marketplace at a higher price, of course. And so it got sold again. And then recently, just like a month or two ago, it got released again, and it sold about like 3 weeks ago, I think. It sold for about like $40K.
To double the price.
Yeah.
See, like I had no idea before that domain investment is a thing, because
It is.
like it's not in the mainstream media. Like we hear a lot about crypto and real estate, but then here are like nylawyer.com is selling for $40,000.
Yeah. Funny that you mentioned real estate, because we approach aged domains listed in the Odys marketplace as like digital real estate.
It is,
it's like getting a very cool, I don't know, apartment in the center of the city, or in a very good district, like premium district, and it has everything, all the plumbing, everything's in place. You just have to move in with your furniture, carpets, and yeah, you can just start living. This is the way we approach our domains. And
in order to kind of sell your own domains, you have to be DR maybe 60, 70 then, or?
No, not precisely. So I'm not actually following these stats like on a regular basis, but some of our domains may have like DR like 20 or 30, but I'm not an SEO, so I can't like say for sure why the DR declines, because these domains still have like these amazing backlink profiles. Maybe because maybe it's because they haven't been used for a while, and we're just sitting there. That being said, we don't let them get like expired.
Okay, and so within the company, not only do you need to like buy and sell, but there are probably a team of people who keep these domains active,
Of course,
as well.
Of course,
All right.
yeah.
Okay, what should be like a starting price of an age domain with this amazing backlink profile and name? I mean, you said the 40K, but what's a minimum you used to know?
Well, speaking of age domains, I think we have something like as low as $1,500. Yeah, to
1,500. Okay.
The $1,500, and the most expensive one listed in our marketplace right now is Wario, WORIO.com. It's the most expensive domain in our marketplace at the moment, and it costs about $3 million, I think.
Oh my God. Yeah, everyone. So listen up. Odys is giving you a lot of lessons over here. but I wanted to ask the minimum price, because like, what if somebody doesn't have a lot of money yet, but they working hard to save up, and they have just enough to like start investing in something, and domain investment versus like crypto, how would you compare the two? I know they are massively different, but at the same time they're both online, and a lot of people are very uneducated about both of them. So that's one thing that are common things about it.
Oh, crypto.
Because it's highly volatile. I'm actually just asking for the volatility of the two, right?
Yeah,
I think domain investment does seem more controlled.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
Domain investment is a lot more controlled, because I mean, you don't get these huge swings like you get in crypto, right? So one day you have like all Bitcoin worth of like let's say 60K, and the next day it drops to 20K, So yes, this is the main argument for me, for example, about going into crypto. I'm not saying people shouldn't do it. I've had a conversation with my Diggity recently. He actually was a guest on our podcast.
I'm going to link it in the show notes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I like one thing that he mentioned, and I think it's applicable to pretty much all areas of doing any type of business. We're talking about black hat, gray hat, white hat SEO, and the one thing that he mentioned is that there's this fake war between white hat and black hat SEO, because like black hats never take it seriously, and white hats are like, oh, you shouldn't do this that way or this way, that's not right. And he said that if you want to go like black hat, it's a business decision. I mean, you can win, you can get a huge win, or you can lose, but it's a business decision. So yeah, I'm not saying that people shouldn't do crypto because it's their business decision. If they see value in it, if they think that they can earn from it and yeah, succeed with it, so why shouldn't they? Yeah, I'm one of the people who will think like 500 times before doing something.
Yeah, a lot of people like that, and many people don't know how to invest yet, and like the possibilities of different type of investments. And when I stumbled upon SEO and I realized that, oh, these people are not only ranking for businesses, but they just do sites for the sake of selling them later, which really, really attracted me into this community, because I also want to buy and sell businesses later on, which I'm starting now. So yeah,
Cool.
this is like a
Godspeed.
really cool opportunity to flip sites. Like I really
Yeah.
really like that. And I understand like the Google algorithm is changing a lot, but everything is changing a lot. Like why would
Yeah.
people freaking whining about it? But it's my Facebook feed now. People whining. But at least in SEO, like it's very low cost compared to like buying a house anywhere in any city, really. With marketplaces like yours, you can kind of boost what you have. But say you don't have money yet, fine. Do SEO as a freelancer, save up money, build up your site, do a small one, flip it. But then the cool thing that I like about your business is that it's doesn't seem to be black hat at all, because you are already vetting and verifying all these domains, so they don't have these like very spammy porn links and stuff, which is awful. Yeah, I'm just kind of like,
I forgot to mention that the thing that you mentioned right now, that well, when you're doing like when you're building sites and you're building them of new domains, of new domains, you have to like invest in links and wait for this, like let's say sandbox period, like before Google starts indexing your site, before it starts like actually considering it as like worth and valuable of moving up the ranks. With Odys domains, you get like those great backlinks, you get great history. So, and Google has already, it's been indexed all this time and still is, So when you get a domain from us, you just and launch your site, you just get indexed straight away. And yeah, and the only thing you have to do is just do the good work.
yeah, do the work. I know after the SEO Master Summit, I'm actually curious how many people actually implemented things they learned, because I'm guilty of this. I've been to not just this SEO Mastery Summit, but like different SEO conferences after that with Mads. And I'm quote, learning a lot, but I don't think I'm implementing that much. And I'm trying, but
The thing about these conferences, well, I've been to two of them so far, right? SEO Master Summit and the Affiliate Gathering in New York was a lot smaller, more like, say, cozier in terms of.
It's like a gathering. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a gathering. Exactly. This is the way actually its host Carl Broden positioned it. Like he said that I didn't want it to be a conference, but rather a gathering. So you still get like snippets from all the different experts in the field, and even if you don't run straight away to your computer and start implementing the things you've written in your notepad or try to remember, you still like accumulate those things. And when the time comes, it just clicks and you start doing it, you know? Yeah, for me, SEO Mastery Summit in particular wasn't as much about SEO in particular. It was more about building connections, building network, and getting to know these people and getting some really unexpected personal insights. There was this tall Australian guy, Kieran,
Oh,
a
I know.
tall guy,
Yeah,
maybe
Kieran. Yeah,
maybe you
yeah.
know. Yeah, Kieran Browning, actually. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Shout out to
So
Kieran. Okay.
shout out to Kieran. Absolutely. So he walked by our booth once or twice. We've had like small chat just about some really obscure things, nothing like really important. And then at the first after party, just approached me and started asking me like different unexpected, like semi-personal, semi-professional questions, and we ended up talking about the imposter syndrome. It's not like I had big issues with the imposter syndrome. It's just like that. It's just like I've had this small little leprechaun sitting in the back of my head and saying like, you're not doing anything special, you're not doing anything unique. You just reformatting, rewriting content and stuff. And well, he actually helped me reconsider these thoughts and just see it from a different perspective. I mean, everything we do, whether you're an SEO, a writer, affiliate marketer, or I mean, dealing with partnerships or building a business, uh, you're basically doing something that you've learned from someone else,
Okay.
you know?
Okay.
So it doesn't mean that you're copying someone, it doesn't mean
Oh.
that you're an imposter. Just
Oh.
if you're doing
Yeah.
it if you're doing it well, if you're doing it in your own way in particular, and you're recognized for your work, you're not an imposter.
Okay. Thank you, because that helped me too. I don't copy 100% from AI, but ever since university, I've been just copying things, rewriting things, and I got my BA. I got my degree with this method, and I got into my first job and my second job and building websites with this. And I always felt like I'm not smart enough because I'm just what I do is that I read and I rewrite, you know?
Yes. So I think this is something that everyone doing some creative work in particular should hear, because I think, and yeah, once again, my Diggity, he mentioned this, like for people who don't have like this enormous ego and who are full of themselves, it's absolutely normal to have this imposter syndrome, But it's just the realization that you're doing valuable work that you're recognized for, and that actually live and helps you just put your name out there, helps you build business, earn, and all this kinds of stuff. It just proves that you're not an imposter.
Yeah. Yeah. So this kind of answers my question too, like what you would give to aspiring CMOs too, but you said it really well, like how to overcome imposter syndrome. Yeah. But anything else, like reflecting on your career so far, that you would love to say to marketers and aspiring leaders?
I think first of all, if you haven't read Nassim Nicholas Taleb's Black Swan, it should be somewhere. Yeah, this book.
Okay, the Black Swan. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Black Swan. If you haven't read it, you should read it, because it helps you put things in the right perspective, no matter what you're doing. But especially if you're like actively trying to build something valuable, something important. So I don't know. Do you know the concept of the Black Swan?
I saw the ballet, but I think we're not talking about the
No,
same
no,
thing.
no. It's not the same thing. Okay. In a nutshell, I'm just gonna put it in my own words because I've read it quite a while ago. The Black Swan is like unexpected, uncontrollable event that can lead to some either great or really bad results if you try to take advantage of this event. On top of that, it shouldn't necessarily be an event. It can be like a situation. Really encourage you to either listen to this book or read it because it's spectacular and it really helped me at one point, and I'm following this concept from then on. And yeah, so just if you see an opportunity to do something, even if you fail, just go with it. Just go with it. Even if you fail, you will learn something. And I mean, no one will cut your arm off if you decide to send a CV to some company that you've wanted to work with for a long time. Even if you get a no, you at least you'll try. That's what happened to me first. So there's this Russian language magazine and website. It's called Mir Fantastiki, which is like world of sci-fi. Let's say they basically like review books, movies, TV series, all in the genre of either science fiction or fantasy or on the peripherals, and they also do some popular science things as well. So I've been following their social media pages, their website for, I don't know, for maybe 3 or 4 years, and I never had the guts to actually like send my CV because okay, I was a copywriter, but I wasn't like a legit journalist, and all the guys working with them are really basically journalists. But after reading the book, I said to myself, well, what the hell? I'll just give it a try and let's see. So I ended up working with them. I got a reply and they said, yeah, I worked with them for like 2 years, I think. Really loved doing this. The same was with Odys. Wasn't my another black swan because I've been struggling with freelancing back in the beginning of 2022. Just straight up from January, I just had pretty much no clients, and I tried to find them here and there. I was mostly working at Upwork, but I don't know. It's the beginning of the year is always harsh,
Yeah, I mean,
especially
Upwork is also a horrible platform, I think. So,
yeah, and yeah. So I started looking at all the different places. I refreshed my LinkedIn page because it was really outdated. I renewed all of my information. I refreshed all the data. I refreshed all the details, and yeah, I got an interview invitation from Odys, and I said, okay, let's try it. I've never heard of H domains, and at that point, I had no fucking idea what the hell was. Uh, but I said, okay, let's give it a try. Yeah, here I am doing this for
that's
well,
fantastic.
1.5 years so far, and I'm really enjoying working with this company. And yeah, just so yeah, catch your black swans. Just go at it. If you see an opportunity, just grab at it. Even if it slips out of your hand, you will not lose anything. But if you win, you will win big. So I think this is my main advice. And yeah, and always try to do your best work.
I love that.
Always try to do your best work, and always aspire for more, learn new
Mhm.
things, explore new niches, new markets,
New
and
skills,
eventually,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and eventually you'll succeed.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Vlad, so much. And I will also link down the book in the show notes. Before I let you go, please let us know where we can find you.
Of course, you can find me on social media. It's Vladimir on social
Fantastic.
media.
And I hope you catch, yeah, and I hope to catch you on next conferences. Are you coming to Chiang Mai SEO?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're sponsoring the event.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
We're a gold sponsor.
Okay.
And we're also sponsoring the first Estonian SEO conference.
Oh yes,
SEO
with Carl
Estonia.
Kanger and Kaya Roof. Okay.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
so we're gonna be there as well.
Mhm. All right. Well, Vlad, thank you so much for joining my podcast. And everybody, please tune in to Odysseus podcast too. And yeah, thank you so much, Vlad.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.